Hi guys, welcome to my channel. It's Darcy's Misadventures with Mixed Media. I cannot get messy today because there's no water today because they're doing some work up at the top of the hill. After last month, I had taken a lot of what I had done and put them into pages, which ended up being at least three signatures. I mean, I could easily add a fourth. So, I'm going to see if I can make this book work. I'll have to cut it down a little bit, but for the spine it should work, and for the width it should work. It's just a little too tall. But I'm going to cut it down and see how she goes. So if you've taken apart a book before, you can fast forward. You have my permission. If you're new and you've never taken a book apart before, you might want to watch this, or it might be too scary because knives are used. And if you don't like to see books torn apart, avert your eyes, fast forward, go further up, or don't watch at all, because I've already started taking apart this book. I tried to warn you before you kept watching. So I just need to take out the rest of the pages. Oh, by the way, this book of North American birds, so many birds to fussy cut. The problem is sometimes you have to choose which side, but like this is, I've found 3 of them in my lifetime, so I don't even feel like I have to choose anymore. And if there's ones you wouldn't really like, see these, I don't know if I'd use either one, but or you could use them as pages in a journal. Some of them are just a little big for a tag and whatnot, or I can make big pockets with those. But see, like, I like him, but I also like him. I mean, I don't have to choose, but also at the time I was like, I don't really want to fussy cut all the little tiny branches, so they will probably get the treatment, the grungy treatment, like I did on. Are there any in here? Seems to me there would be. Seems to me like somewhere in this journal has at least one of those, but no, of course not in the first one I pick up. No, why would it be? Oh, this treatment here where I do the stamping and the stenciling and grunging up in the background. So yeah, for the ones that are just kind of too annoying to fussy cut, that's what I would do with those. Okay, let's see. You're gonna need a sharp something, and I want to keep this intact, and I think I'm gonna make this a midori style journal, which means that I can take signatures in and out. I haven't decided yet if I will first sew those signatures together. So I want to go down here, but I don't want to get, I want to save this part, so I'm trying not to go too far in. Just going in as little as I can. This one has a nice deep thing there, so that helps a lot. So there you go. Hopefully that was I don't know. I hope it was. If not, here's the other side. So then you can, so this side, okay, it wanted to stick. So this side, you could even take your scissors and cut right down there. Easy peasy. So I've got this out and I've got this out. And I don't care, it's not a big deal if I get the cut on the pages. I hope I'm not going too far in and cutting the, did I cut it? Yay, I did not cut it. Okay, yeah. I am going to cover it. It's not going to have the birds on it. Not that there's anything wrong with the birds. I mean, I could keep him, but it's kind of shiny and whatnot. Although I wouldn't mind having the birds stay on the back. We'll see, because I could put a pocket there, but it's shiny. I don't like the shiny. All right, so the carcass is out. That's not what they call it. They call it a book block. That's what they call it. I remembered a word. It's a book block or carcass of the book. So now, I think one of these is a little bit taller. I need a good minimum 1/4 inch on either end, so that I have a place for the eyelet. I mean, I could keep this tall like this, but it's just a little tall for what I need. So I would probably want a good 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch past, and then I have to decide, like, what's gonna happen is, oh, I think I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave the bottom with the nice smooth, and I'm gonna cut the top, and then I can maybe have something like, we'll see, some leaves, or because it's a fall journal, so I can have something at the top to hide that. Okay, so I need a good, I'm going to do an inch beyond what I need here. So, which is about an inch half down from the top. An inch and a half down from the top is what I was saying. Words elude me. I don't know if I'm going to cover this or not, so. An inch and a half. Oh, it might get covered though. Let's see, an inch and a half. That's 4.5, so just down at this number here. So, we're just going to see how this works, because usually I try to find the perfect size book. I don't usually cut a book down, and we do know what will happen, right? Alright, you know what? I don't know why I'm doing it that way, because it looks like it's perfect this way, so there, we can line it up and have it. I didn't even really have to measure. I'm overthinking it. Just the width of the ruler works. Alright. And now, you take that ruler, I'm going to use the metal side, just so that I don't scrape the plastic bits. And then, and I'm going to get my, oh, where is it? Should be right here. This is where all of my things are supposed to go, but no. Why would it be where it's supposed to be? That's just crazy pants. Why would it be? I have like a bigger, but that's all right. We can do it with a small one. We can. Be careful. You come because you'll be, you know, just you don't go real heavy. You're just light. You just keep going until you go all the way through. And this is a, you know, a mat that I can cut on behind it. Whoops. See, I just went on the ruler. That's why I did the metal side. I'm doing a little more firmer now because I'm impatient. Really hoping I'm getting it nice and straight, because that's probably the most important part. I don't have the patience for this. You can fast forward, or I can pause, but, you know, you can see it's going to take many, because you chance hurting yourself if you're trying to press too hard. So, you know, not pressing hard and just taking as many swipes as you need to is the best. And I try to have the ruler on the side I want clean, because sometimes I do go off course, and if I'm going to go off course, let me go off course on the part that's getting cut off. So, you know, there's a tip for you. My wrist is starting to hurt. Surprisingly, not this wrist. This wrist, because this book's in my way. I could turn it around this way, I suppose, but then I'm on the wrong side, because like I said, I don't really want to cut on that side. But we have enough of a groove, it hopefully will. Hopefully I won't. We're going slow, we're not going hard, we're not going fast. We're not cutting into our stomach by going fast. Really wish that we knew where our big cutter was, because I feel like it would go faster. It's not in the cup it's supposed to be in. Oh my goodness, I don't have the... Oh, let's see. I have some heavy duty scissors. Let's see if they can do anything. Now that I've got a good start in there, let's see if these scissors can do anything. They wouldn't have cut through it as it was, but I think they'll cut through it now that it's halfway cut through. Or at least part way through. That's it. That's all they'll give me. That's all they're gonna give me. Selfish scissors. Okay. Aren't you glad you came to watch the fun? Fun till the day is done. Okay, wait. Let's go this way. Can we? I kind of want to start where the, you know, because then I can get into it a little bit better, because it's already cut here. Right? Wouldn't that make sense? This is going to be a jacked up top of the book, I'll tell you right now. Any joy? No. And I feel like since I cut so far there, I'm just cutting a whole new line over here. Okay, oh, it's bending. I've gone through there a little bit. Alright. Don't mind me. The second half I'm just going to do off camera, but I think it's good for you to see that maybe you don't want to do this. Maybe it will drive you crazy. Like it's driving me crazy. Okay. Is it driving you crazy? It's driving me crazy. Alright, so if you go from the other side, you may have more luck. You know, one side, then the other side. Go back and forth if you have to. Alright, let's get this line drawn on this side. As much as no, that doesn't want to write. Let's try a pencil. Is that a pencil? I mean, I just need to see the line a little bit. Just, there we go. Just enough so that I can put this over here. I said I was going to do the other side without you, didn't I? There you go. The middle part was super easy. And when I do line this, well, you'll see, I'm going to be I'm going to add extra fabric and whatnot. So, you notice my thumb does not go over the ruler. I don't want to cut myself. Really, it would be better if my thumb was back there even a little bit more. Safety, people. Maybe you should wear safety goggles too. I don't know. Don't try this at home, kids. You need adult supervision. You need to have some maturity. It does not explain why I'm doing it. Get it? When I watch movies that say for mature adults, they really mean immature older people. They don't really mean, you have to have an immaturity to watch some of those movies, especially if they're comedies. That's really for the immature people of a certain age, over a certain age. You can be any age. You can be any age to have enough immaturity to enjoy that kind of humor. Anything, viewer? Let's try the scissors because I'm impatient. Be patient, be patient. You're always in a hurry. Did anybody else ever have Salty in their VBS program? I think it was older when that came along. Salty was a psalm book. Yeah. I don't know if it was everywhere in the U.S. or if it was more of a New England thing, kind of like Sunday School Charlie, which my grandfather was actually referred to as Sunday School Charlie because he started Sunday schools up in New England, mostly Maine, and he would go and preach at churches and whatnot. So they were missionaries, but they were missionaries in America. Alright, let's try from this side. You just do what you have to do to get the book cut. Or you find a book that fits your project, and then you don't have, this is just reaffirming my desire to always find a book that meets the project. Or have two smaller pieces I can cut on my rotary cutter and not have to deal with this malarkey. Why do they put clear covers on these things? Do you think that excuse me, sorry, I'm going to be able to find the cover to this now? The invisible cover? That's not it. That's an invisible ruler that oh, here it is. I mean, that should be like safety orange, people. Come on now. Now, I'm going to take my sanding block and just, oh, if this noise bothers you, fast forward. And I only say that because if I'm not doing it and I'm watching it, that noise bothers me so much. Or, you know, glass, metal scraping on glass is the worst. Alright, so I just want to make that, must be 230, smooth. So I'm just taking my sandpaper on the edges there, getting off all that muck. And because this is a fall journal, I might be able to hide that, or if I collage on this, it'll just cover right over that, And no one will ever know that I totally cut off the top of a book. In fact, since there is quite a bit of collage business happening in the journal, that might be hi, there's my mess on that side of the table. There's mess on that side too, and there's mess on, yep, don't tell Carrie. Sometimes he probably fast forwarded through this part, so it's okay. All right, and then I might want to cut off any, well, see this webbing right here? I kind of want to keep that because it might help. No, I'm going to cut it off because I am going to, this one's cut off, and I am going to, my fabric that I put on is going to be to here, at least. So that will help strengthen this. I may put something else in there to strengthen it too. But we're not going to worry about that right this second. But I am going to cut this off. You can use your razor, or you can just do this and just don't cut the cover. Just cutting that little bit. And then, I mean, you could even have that be the top, that little webbing stuff. Isn't that cool? I want to keep that little webbing. It's just going to go back there for now. I have issues. Okay. So, is it even? Well, no. It's not. It's not even. Oh my goodness, why? Why do you hate me? This is why I like to find books that are the right size. Alright, sandpaper. Here we go. We will do what we have to do to get it to do what we need it to do. Did I already? Yes, I did. Right? Yep, there it is. Just had that little bit that wants to bump up. And I still don't know for sure if I'm going to just cover it or have anything go up off the top. So, you know, I don't want to have anything too wonky. I don't want to have a junket cover. The fact that I use the word junket, does that tell you where I come from? Close. It was a couple towns over. The word junket originated in Freetown, Massachusetts. I think I probably went too far down now. Whew. All right, let's see. Any joy? It's a little better. It's a little higher on this too. Okay. Let's mark that off. So it was okay. It's just the tiniest bit. It's just like that. Like, what would you do? I mean, would you try to cut it off? So you know what's going to happen is I try to cut that off to match the other side, and then it's going to be shorter, and then I'll just do it once, and if that doesn't do it, then we're done. We're not going to keep trying forever and ever and end up with a mini journal. That's not what I'm here for. But now you know sometimes things don't come out perfectly. Now you know why, because you saw me cut like way off the line I actually drew. But I had in the first place, so I just didn't cut off the line the same amount on each side. Because I'm not smart like that. I'm smart in other ways, don't worry. I know I'm not stupid. I do things that make it appear that I could be. Maybe I should take the other scissors. Are they stronger? So I'm thinking these are utility scissors. And that they would work better. But they might not be. No, okay, Grandpa. Be my hero today. These are my grandpa's scissors. And they are long. He liked them because he could just do one cut all the way across. And thanks, Grandpa. You did the best of all the 3 scissors I tried. Okay. We're just going to call these scissors Grandpa. That's their new name. Then we just sand off that mess and hope for the best. Oh, you want me to put the cover on that? Oh, did that fall down too? I would love to put the cover on that as soon as I... Oops, sorry, I'm going to have to actually put my fingers on there. I'm fine. Oh, should I put this up in the infrared for the people to see or not? Look at that. That middle bit is just a mess. I've got other sandpaper here. Yes, my sandpaper is still out from that other project. Oh my word. Look at that. It's tearing this one up. Tear it up. The corner was just tearing it up. Tear it up, tear it up. I mean, it's good to have a nice thick cover. Oh, but when you're actually making the book, it can be a test of your strength, endurance, and patience. No, it goes out. Oh my goodness, lock. There we go. It's just better if scissors lock, then I should probably lock them. They probably lock for a reason. Oh, yep, bits of looks like I got a nest on my thing. All right, here's the. Are we at least fairly? Okay, I think we are better a little. Yeah, see, just like I said, now that's a little far. We're not going to fret about that. We're just going to cover it. Because once we get these in there, are you even going to notice? Oh my word, that is ratchet. Okay, where's that? Oh, 3? Nope. Alright. So I would love it to be thick enough that I could actually add more pages, but... Alright, so these are actually going to go like this. Because there's going to be the thing. Alright, let's just cover it. Let's just cover. Oh, you know what? I would like to use some of the pages I used inside, but no. Do you think I have any of those? Nope, I don't. Let's see what we do have. We could break that up and use a little bit of that. It's got some fall colors in it. Yeah. Oh, let's stick a squirrel on it. In fact, that's Makers Creative Collab's theme for September is Get Squirrely. And I'm like, that's my month. This month was made for me. I'm ready. I'm ready for it. I've been training for Get Squirrely. And, you know, I'm here to win it. Not that it's a contest, because it's definitely not. Ooh. It's butterflies, but the colors, I love the colors. Alright, more fall colors. More fall, oh, and then this is already collaged, and it's fall colors. I might use that on the inside then, maybe. Maybe, baby. I wish that I still had a couple of the digitals that I used in the journal. Did I use some of this? I think I did use a little bit of that, but that's more, it's not very fall-y, it's just had the green and teal. But the, these digitals back here would be perfect. So, I might have to print those, but then I'll never come back. Alright, what else did I use? I used the, I was thinking it was Compass Ink, but it could be, I think it's Compass Ink, but it could be Homebook and Treasure if you looked and never found it. See, I do have a little bit of that in there. And I do have a little bit of that polka dot in there. Just trying to figure out what I've got in here so I can use it. Ooh, anything in here? No. Ooh, I should look and see if I have like a fall kind of a deal. See, this will be a page in the signature, and it's got all these pockets and stuff on it. Because I go crazy. See, like this one here, I didn't want to cut off all the berries and stuff, so I did the stamping and inking in the background and still have the bird on there. Kind of makes it look collagey. Well, what happened here? This page, I'm going to probably put something on that to strengthen that, or, wait, why? Oh, okay, it's not supposed to be stuck. Or, I don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of sad about that, so we might put a side pocket on there. That's in the, that's too thick to use, or wood. Alright, so we've got mostly just the oranges and reds, and that's thick too, or I could use that. And a lot of these, see the pages that I made and some of the pockets that I made I put in here, and some of the watercolor I did that month. The mushrooms are in here, so there is some of the red and blue and whatnot. So a lot of options, a lot of, oh, I wonder where the rest of that paper is with the orange. That would be good on the cover a little bit too, maybe. See, I've got those squares somewhere. Alright, you know, the cover does not have to match perfectly. We're just gonna do our best, because you can always gesso over it too. Alright, so far this one's my favorite. These two are my favorite, but I need something a little more neutral, there we go, to balance it out a little bit. I was thinking Gail's flowers here might be cool. These are from Gail's shop, Gail Agustinelli. I'm not going to be able to tear that as perfectly as it's torn there. But I think that might be cool on the cover. Now because the, oh, should I sand it maybe? I was like, the cover is glossy, so I need some good, I don't think my husband realizes that I am recording right now. He seems a little oblivious to that concept. Ooh, this is from, well, he was Crafty Boobro, but now he's something else. But that's from his kit, and those colors are great. Okay. Do we want to put the squirrel on there? Kind of like this, too, is because it's woody. And so maybe a couple strips of that here and there. What do we think about this? I mean, the squirrel, there's a squirrel in there. He can go on the back even, or in the front. I think he's too big to actually fit on one side. Let's see, let's go in a little bit. Did he just turn off the AC? Does he hate me? No, it's only 81 outside, so it probably just turned off on itself. Sometimes he's nice. But a lot of times he's like, you need to give the AC a break. I'm like, actually you're going to make it work harder later, but okay. Oh, he will fit on the front. I mean, he'll fit on a, this is kind of bright. But maybe we'll want a little something to, ooh, I could stick that on there. It's just, I made this to use for collage. I've got a picture of it, don't worry. I mean, maybe it's not a picture for making it into a digital, but there's a picture of it. Here's a little bit of that. This is a little bit more solid, so it might be good for just break. It's a little thicker paper, but that's all right. Oh, I got squirreled again. I was trying to think of the cover and which glue would be best, and if I should sand it first to just so the glue will stick better. That's where my brain was trying to go. All right. Those pieces, and let's check out the cover here. Let's pick up the ruler. Pick things up, lady. Let's use your fingers like God intended. Use your tools, don't be a tool. Do you remember how I had, okay, let's try this one. No, that's not gritty enough. I'm not even sure this one's gritty enough. That's still right. I think I need more grit. True grit. I had a box earlier with and the ones I just bought are not gritty enough. I just had the drawer that has, and I mean I hadn't put it away yet, so it's still around me. Oh my goodness. I annoy myself sometimes. The 60 worked great. I think 120, 80 or 120 would have worked too, but it does not feel glossy at all anymore. Probably can even use my glue stick, but might just use my art glitter glue. And I found my drawer, and I hadn't put it away because I knew that I had more to put in because I bought some more fine grit ones to do some more distressing. I just need to find my magazines from National Geographic, if I even kept them. Or I need to go to the thrift store and find some. because they almost always have some there, unless I'm specifically looking, and then there won't be. You know how it is. You know how it is. All right. If we do this like across here, then it gets on the front and the back. Make sure I got all the sand off of there. All right. Let's. The glue god's with us or against us today? We are about to find out. I'm just trying to clear off the... I don't have fingernails that can scrape glue off the top here. It's more an aesthetic thing I'm trying to take care of right now. The top of my glue gets kind of gunky and gross. Alright, it's not as bad as it was. That's Gail's. I was like, well, since Crafty Boo Bro, or whatever he's called now, since he had done this, the digital for Gail, when I printed it, I went ahead and got some of Gail's things and put them in the backside. Gail Augustinelli. And he's not Crafty Boo Bro anymore. I don't remember what his new name is. But he changed his name. He's the one with the twins. That's all I know about him, is he does digitals and he's got twins, and he's not Crafty Boo Bro anymore. Robin will remember, and she'll put it down in the bottom because she's awesome like that. I love this. Alright, this was some of the magazine I distressed. I won't remember to put it in the description box, but if you want me to put it in the description box, just say, hey, you know that magazine distress paper you did? I mean, it's a couple weeks ago. It was like distress and recycle, or recycle and distress, or I don't know. I think it had the word recycle in the title. And then you can see how I made this crazy but really cool paper. See, and when you cut it down, you're not going to be able to tell. Like, well, the trees are kind of cool, I mean, especially for like a fall. So I don't mind if there's trees there. That actually... Do I want... Oh, I do want to go over the edge, don't I? I do, okay. So... It was from a fashion magazine. Fashion magazines, they did okay with the sanding and whatnot, but not as good as like when I saw oh shoot, what is her name? I can't remember her actual name now. She is on Instagram. I've linked her before. She is she'll be linked in this video that I did. Mono printed. I think is her name Bonnie? I think her name's Bonnie. And her stuff looks so cool. Alright, that doesn't matter if that's straight or not. Let's put one on the back. There we go. We'll put it sideways, because who can tell that it's trees, right? Well, I can kind of tell. I might just keep them like that. Okay. I can kind of tell they're trees, but they're trees with no leaves. And that's what happens in the fall, so I'm okay with it. How is everybody doing? Did I ask? I know I didn't ask. And I really do care. I mean, I like to know what you're working on. I love the banter that happens in the comments. It makes me happy. I might not be a very people-y person, but I do like people. I don't always like to be around people. I went out yesterday and was around people, and things did not go well. I was not happy with the results of going out. That was not pleasant for me. That was very stressful. Guy yelled at me because apparently the stop sign that I've been stopping on the corner for all these years is actually in front of his driveway, and he thinks that once he turns from the road to my right, that he can just turn from there into his driveway because there's a stop sign. But I don't think that's how traffic works. I think that you have to, once you turn from the first road, you have to make sure no traffic's coming, and then you can turn into your driveway, because now you're on a new road, and because once he turns, I'm going to start going no matter where I'm stopped. I don't know he's going to be turning into that driveway. I had a hard time letting go of this yesterday. Can you tell? Now, how you collage is totally up to you. Big pieces, little pieces, layered pieces, like maybe you start with big pieces and then end up putting smaller pieces later on. it's personal. You do you, boo. You do what makes you happy when you are collaging. It's all right. It's like, this is pretty plain. All right, that one's gonna bug me because everything else is. It can be rectangles and squares. It could be random everywhere. Whatever. It's okay. I don't think that I will seal this afterwards, but I will make sure all the corners are down really good. Now, you'll notice I haven't gone on these things yet. When I do, I want to make sure that the paper goes over enough so it's not getting folded up. So that, in fact, this is a nice thick piece right here. Maybe you just want to put this right down there and let that be that. Yeah, that's all just crackling up. Alright, let's just do that. Okay. Oh, we do want to come over the edge a little bit. Yeah, we can come over the edge as much as we want. Yeah, I think I'll just do that. And then, I've got it all covered. Okay, I'm going to put lots of glue here. It's a bendy piece. It's a little bit thicker scrapbook paper. It's not cardstocky, but it's not like 20-pound copy paper either. So, problem is, I wanted some of this there to show. That's the problem. Right. And I will not fold this until it is completely dry. And where's my bone folder? Oh, if you don't have a bone folder but you have one of these, you can sort of use that like one, but try not to rip your paper like mine wants to rip. Yeah, I probably should have gone over further with that, but I really wanted that grungy bit to show. But maybe I'll come in with something there. Anyway, I don't know. See, my glue, I could have sworn I got to the edges, but my edges are not staying glued down. What's up with that? Alright. Over here, do my finger in there a little bit first. I really want my bone folder. I'm afraid that's got kind of a sharp edge to it. What about this? On this side, maybe. There we go. I don't want to rip it, so I didn't want to use this, which is actually fairly sharp. And ow! I cut it on the wrong side. Kind of cutting myself with it there. Alright. Is everything sticking down on here? That's kind of important. Alright. There we go. Yep. Just making... I'm ready for fall, people. Kids started school, it's fall for me. I know. There are people that are like, it's spring. And I'm like, no, it's not spring till March 21st. And I'm like, it's fall. And I'm sure people are like, no, it's not fall until September, is it 21st, 20th, 21st? I don't know. I don't care. It's fall. They're selling school supplies, although they probably start selling school supplies in June. I'm okay for fall to start in June. I didn't get my vacation this year, people. I want my vacation. Now, we won't be able to hardly tell this is, well, you probably can hardly tell it's butterflies now. But once I get smaller, it might just look more like leaves than butterfly wings. I did the flop off technique with this. And, I mean, I think it looks kind of cool. There could be butterflies in the fall. Maybe moths. They go to sleep. I don't know. It's going to be a dark cover, isn't it? I think this is going to disappear completely soon. It's going to be like, why'd you put that on there? I don't know. Just to cover some stuff. Oh, is that? That's not. Oh, I could make it long enough to go over there just to break that up a little bit. Do you want to break it up a little bit? Maybe not all the way. Maybe just part of the way. Yep, I am real good at decisions. That's why you watch me. The decisions, the measuring. We don't do that here. It's the quick decision making. Not. Okay, like, did I glue that right? I don't know. It's just a cool gel plate print. And that's not even a gel plate print. That is just ink and sanding and whatnot. Wanted to kind of put Gail's thing on here, right? Because it's kind of cool. And it didn't go under anything, so I need to... There is a little bit of pink in here, so... Sure, why not? So, we can go this way. We could totally go that way. I kind of like that. All right. Yep. That will look cool. Yeah, if you're ever wondering how you can support your YouTube friends, go check out their Etsy stores. Oh, a lot of reason people even have a YouTube channel is because they're needed to promote their Etsy store, you know. Oh, that would break that up. Maybe. Could break this up a little bit. Do you really wanna? Oh, and I found my gum eraser, by the way. That's why I had that out, just to tell you. Because I'm sure you were all like, I wonder if she found her gum eraser from the last time. I'm sure that you guys were just wondering and wondering and wondering. I know you weren't. I'm not crazy, don't worry. Well, I am, but in a good way. That was too late for me. And I didn't want to have to do you want to go that way? Or maybe we'll just wait till afterwards. See? Decisions. They're real in your face right now. Ooh, that might be nice. But I can't go over the edge with it. Over here? I can almost go over the edge with it. Oh, it's just... Oh, it almost fits. I must sneeze. Are you jealous of my sneeze, Patricia? She not watching. She got tired. She wouldn't make it this far. I know she wouldn't. Alright. She would have been like, girl, just stop. But that's okay. Some people, and my friend, one of my friends watches with the volume off. So she doesn't get to hear my banter. She just has people that she watches in the background. Listening away. I don't know if I'm going to do the whole inside or not. But I definitely needed to go over the edge. I think that's why I haven't gone over yet. Because if I want to make it even, then, you know, I can do that before I turn it over. Does that make any sense at all? Go down a little bit there. Songs that get stuck in my head when I'm just working along here. Just the silence is probably not safe. Look at that, the back's all covered. It's very, very fall. Well, we could say that about it. It's definitely fall and forest. Folly and foresty. Fall and, okay, stop. Fall and foresty. That was the goal. And goal here with the cover. We'll see if we need that somewhere first. Alright, put a little piece of this on here. I like where the colors change. Let's see. And go over a little bit. So right about there. It'll take. It's got some black, maybe some navy in there. Some orange and gold or iridescent bronze probably. Okay. Whoop, Problem is, some of these I might not have gone over far enough to get it all the way over and nice, but we'll see. And we do have the option of putting him like on the front here. He'd be kind of cute. He's facing the wrong way. He needs to face into the book. So maybe on the back. Or maybe on the back inside cover. We'll see. We have a little piece here. Maybe this bright orangey bit, which we sanded a little bit over onto the, sure, we'll do that. Not sure. Oh, maybe we will need to seal it because I did use some newspaper on here that's going to be going over the edge. Not newspaper. Magazine that's going to be going over the edge. And it's the edges that I'd be most concerned about, I think. Alright. Now, cover for the glue would be good. Alright, let's hope this part's dry. Well, I don't have to fold it yet, but I do. Come on, Grandpa. Grandpa, tell me about the good old days. That's fairly even. See, I don't think that one's long enough, so we'll have to come over a little higher here. You don't have to do this. You could just fold them over and then, you know, do the inside, cover the inside. I just haven't decided if that's what I want to do yet. Now the bottom I'm not so worried about because what might happen on the bottom is pockets. So, you know, that won't matter as much. Alright. Well, it's a little unwieldy for this next bit. Gonna make a V. I'm not gonna make a square, I'm making a V. Now, I can put corners on that, so if it does show the corner a little bit, that'll be alright. So, I don't know, can you see I'm making a V and not a square? Just kind of a V to the corner. V to the corner. Alright, and then, this is why this part's important, because we got this ratchety top up here, and we're just gonna hope and pray that it ends up looking alright in the end. Okay, talk lady. I don't know what to talk about. I went to the store yesterday. I survived. I took my son. He was ready to get out of the house too. He was just, and he wanted to go pick out some things. We went to Wegmans. But he also takes kind of a long time making decisions about stuff. And so it was a lot of standing and walking, which was a lot for me. But got his prescription, got Dad's prescription, and mailed off Dad's other stuff for him that he needed me to send him because he's still up in Maine until the end of September. And then he'll come home because it's supposed to be warmer than usual up in Maine. So he decided to stay all the way to the end of September because he stays in an RV. And so, you know, not a lot of central heat happening there. What did I say? This was the bottom? This was supposed to be the top. I had it upside down when I was, not that it matters. Yeah, that's how I have the top. Oh, when I turned it over. Oh, well. Whatever. It looks fairly, not too bad. Oh, that's why that one was shorter, because it was just shorter. Could always add a piece there if it was important to me. It might not be that important to me. So, just glue in and glue in. You can see this came over a little bit. Just gonna fold that over there. It's okay. I'd rather it be a little too long than be too short. Usually I do the top, bottom, and then the side, but why would I pay attention to that now? I just remember that's what I usually do. Get that over to the paper part because I did not sand the part on the other side there. And I could cut that, or I could just kind of, I might cut it since the other one goes over there. Oh, there. I cut it afterwards. So, let's go ahead and put this up first. I did it backwards. Why, lady? Why do you do things different every time? Because I forget. I forget that this is how I do things. Literally, I forget. That's what it is. I'm like, oh yeah, that's how I usually do this. Anybody else have that? Like, I have a way of doing things, but then if I don't do it for a while, I forget that that was my way of doing things. Does that even make any sense? Don't worry, I know I'm crazy, but it's only in the good way, not in the, you know, not in the dangerous way. I'm not gonna hurt anybody. I'm just gonna confound myself sometimes. Okay, go over there a little bit. Okay, now you come back over here. Back where you were, go back in your place. Well, it's a mess. It's alright. We're gonna have a little bit of forgiveness. Even if you don't love me anymore. Well, someone's mowing their lawn, and I know it's not my husband because he did it earlier. And whoever's mowing their lawn might have already forgotten for the second time today that there's no water. Unless the water's back. See, I would wait until I knew there was water before I go out in the hot weather and mow the lawn. My husband was able to get a shower after mowing the lawn before we lost the water. I mean, we knew we were going to be losing water today. We did get the voicemail and whatnot. Am I in screen? I don't know. And art glitter glue dries fast, so you know you might want to work faster than I am. But we started out with a bird book, and we ended up with that we cut down, and we ended up with this. And now it's not quite as easy to tell it. It's not perfect, but this side's not perfect either. So wait, which side was which? This is the part I cut. But when you collage, it all looks ratchet, so then you don't know you cut it. So now you want to see how I do my thingamabobs. So I'm going to be putting I may end up putting 4 signatures in here, we'll see. But I'm going to put 2 eyelets on the top and the bottom. You do not have to have a We Are Memory Keepers one, but I really like it. And, wait, I have to go through twice, don't I? Let me just, I think I'm going to be going through it twice. And so I'm not sure that I can do the smaller ones if I do that. But I might be able to. I'm just going to double check. I'm just going to, yeah, I can fit it through there twice. I prefer to use the smaller one if I can. I say I can fit it in there twice, but I know I fit it in there. I think I fit it in there twice before. Guess what? Nope, it doesn't want to. So that helps me know we use the bigger ones. We have white, black, and we only have 2 left of the color I would want to use. But that's alright. Even if I hadn't used that on Mariah's, it still would have. Let's use the black. So then I want to use the larger one, which is a 3/16. One is 1/8 and one is 3/16, which is why I'm struggling with. Alright. Don't have to do it perfectly. So this is my, I am going to line the inside of this with something that is going to be protective. I do a bookbinding tape, or I could do fabric. We'll see. Probably, I'm trying to think. I think as long as I keep them up here, and then if I use fabric, it can just kind of go, I think I'll be okay. Alright. You wouldn't probably normally want to do this part first. I was going to mark it. That's why I'm sitting here lying. Did I hit you too hard? I think you're good. Okay. Hopefully we're almost done because this is a long video. Oh my word. So that is 1 and a weird. Alright, what is it from there to there? Almost 2 1/4. Let's see. Let's find our 0 here and just, so then that would be, oh, that's nice. That would be the middle. And that would be about the middle. But I want in between that, so let me put my 0 in between. This is the 0 here. I know you see the 6 up there. So there, abouts, and I don't know. Wait, where was the... All right, 7 and 5 and a tick. So the 6. So let's see. Oh, so then this would be. Oh, but I want to. Oh my word, that would be about the middle, and that. All right, so I'm going on a 1/2 inch either side of the middle. That's the plan. It does not have to be perfect. I just need a place to put some circles that are not too far to the middle. Although they could go a little further to the middle. It wouldn't hurt it. Alright, unlock. There we go. That's probably about how far I want to go in. So, this nice little thing has, you can adjust this part here so that you're going in the same depth every time. Now, probably should have checked this before I went making my holes. I need this to be smaller. Yeah, that one page in there, it seems okay. It's not taller, it's just stuck up. It's just really snobby. It's stuck up. I think that will work. I think that is in between the circles. That's the important part. Alright. I mean, if I was smart, I would have lined the inside and then done this part. Like I said, not always. That is, yep, that's the one for this, the bigger one. So I take the little nipply part and put it in the top part here and push down. See, it just gives it a nice finished look. I mean, if you don't have these, you can just make a hole to put your string in, or your, I have elastic. If you don't have elastic, you could probably use string. Or you could do a 3-hole pamphlet stitch and not do this kind of binding. It's totally up to you how you bind your book. I'm going to be able to put 4 signatures in when I'm done with this. I know you're thinking, but you only have 2 holes on each side. Well, you'll see. Also, you're not going to see a lot of the string on the outside. I've done these black, so I could use the black string, but I really wanted brown because everything else is brown. So I'm going to go through here. See, so now we're on the inside, and then I'm going to go through here, then through here again, and I think I'm doing that twice is what I'm doing. I don't measure it because I don't know how much I need until I'm done. Then we're going to go, okay, let's put a little more here. Then we're going to go back through the top again. This is why I needed the bigger. And back through the top here. And down through the bottom here. Here. And then over here again. And then make sure I have plenty. I do. And then get it nice and tight. I mean, you know, you can always adjust it. This is what I won't cut it short because in case I have to adjust it at some point. Then oh, that's going to come out a little bit. Do another knot, but not around your finger. That's not the intention here. And then just make sure that when you pull it, it's not gonna. Okay. And then still have to do that inside bit, but let's see how this looks. Now I could bind these first and then put them in, but I don't have to. Alright, put one in the back, put one in the front. I think he goes in the middle because there's mushrooms on the front and back one, so he can go, this can be a middle-ish one. And there's the fairy door. And, whoops, almost lost some bits. And this one can go in the front. And now, if I want to, because I really wanted to make more, or I could do like a little envelope or something, or a little folio, or I could take some pages out of these and use this other string. I got one more string, I could do one more signature or something in there. So I just need to line that in there. And it's still a little wide. I guess I could have had it be not quite so wide, but I got all the tabs in there. I don't know. I have it upside down, don't I? That's supposed to go that way. I just put them in upside down, but that's okay. I mean, it can go this way. That's fine too, because then we have that pretty bit on the thing. It really doesn't matter which direction. That's the way I put them in. So there we go. All the stuff I did in, was it July? I don't know. All the wonky pockets and the book pages and the mushroom, the distress papers, they are all in here. This is like a collection of, see, there's the book pages that I did, and then these pocket thingies, and yeah, the mushrooms. It's just a collection of, I should do this every month, just like all the techniques I showed and put them into a journal. Wouldn't that be fun? Alright, so that's the video for today. I hope you all have a delightful day and know that I love you.